Yeah. What up, Fight World? It's your boy Ego, man.
So y'all already know what time it is. That's how it is. And the reason being is because if I can't live free, if I can't live
back.
the next man, I don't want to be.
We working.
But then after that, boom, it's all over. And we can see, you know, how
Shout out to ATL, man. James, Texas, AZ, Riverside. Garcia knocks out Broner. Well, nothing to talk about. We're gonna see. California dreaming as soon as I step on the scene. Shout out to London, UK, in it. I'm about to get some coffee. I was just trying to rap to y'all for a minute. Ohio in the building. Broner Garcia. Massachusetts was good, was really good. Oakland. Vanilla bean. I never got that. Maybe I'll try it. Garcia's pretty athletic. I don't really consider him athletic. He's a good fighter though. El Paso, Philly, what up? Be more. I'm really enjoying Tank Davis. I like the way he scraps and his mindset. No, there's no video. Oh, I'm sure there's video, but it ain't leaked or nothing. Broner said he's going back to the Cam band. He said he's about boxing. About boxing. He left About Billions alone. Compton. Tank vs. Tevin, that's a good fight. I want to see it. Shout out to Brooklyn. BK. 5 boroughs. Horn vs. Crawford. I will watch that. It's a good fight. If he becomes undisputed and moves up. And it should be an easy fight to make. Jeff Horn's in good with Top Rank. Shout out to DeSoto, Texas. That's where Earl Spencer's from, ain't it? Yeah, I got the Ego hat. We got some more looks coming. My beard still looks cool, but I'm about to be out of town. I don't trust barbers that I don't know and shit, so I guess I gotta get cut again, like edged up. Broner Garcia, do I think it'll be competitive? Hell yeah. Why wouldn't it? Both are good fighters. Yeah, I got the hats for sale. I gotta put it on my website. I've been slacking. I know y'all been patiently waiting. Haney versus Robert Easter. That's a good fight. Shout out to Louisiana, man. We working. Broner too big? I mean, I don't know. We're gonna find out. But to me, the thing with Mikey Garcia's style, he is moving up in weight, so he has to do some things right in there. Because a lot of people say the pressure, but at the same time, guys who pressure Broner have been guys who are unorthodox, and I don't really consider Mikey Garcia like super awkward. He's just really good. Shout out to Alamo City, man. Palm Beach, South Florida. Been to Florida a couple times. Humid as hell. Good food. Good women. Mikey is not a pressure fighter. That's what I'm saying. It's gonna be interesting because he's gonna have to do certain things subtly different from what we've seen. Broner's on weight already. Where you hear that? I mean, I know he's in shape, but I think Broner's really mad. Like, I mean, despite whatever happens, I think he really feels insulted. And that's good as a fighter. You have to find little things that motivate you. I remember Mike Tyson, his first loss to Buster Douglas. Some of you guys, if you're young, you might not know this. Well, Buster Douglas's mom had passed away weeks before that fight. and Buster Douglas was dedicating that fight to his mom. You know what I'm saying? So as a fighter, you got to find out what motivates you, what gets you going, what keeps pushing you. That's what I try to do. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm up early. I didn't get too much sleep, but I'm up early because I got shit to do. I got to pack still, and I got mad shit to do. So it is what it is. Find out what motivates you. Get up, get going sooner than later. A lot of people, me too, you know what I mean? But a lot of people procrastinate. The worst thing you could do is procrastinate to the point where you don't do it. You know what I'm saying? Procrastination is one thing. That's just like putting something off. But some people procrastinate till the shit don't get done. That's not good. You know what I mean? You guys gotta find out what motivates you, be it family, a girlfriend, a better life, and keep pushing. Sup, Ego? Why don't you talk about the World Boxing Series? I mean, what's there to talk about? I'll talk about it when it starts going. It's good. I'm all for tournaments, Mortal Kombat style. Let's see it. But one thing that's disappointing is they don't have everybody in there. Like James DeGale ain't in it for the super middleweights. That sucks. You got Andrew Tabiti who's not in it for whatever reason. That sucks. So I'm still down, you know what I'm saying? Good day, mate. What up? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like the Super 6 that Andre Ward was in, you literally had all the best super middleweights. Kessler, Bika, Andre Ward, Carl Froch, Darrell was in it, Arthur Abram. You had all the dudes. So it was like, if you had a name, you was in that. That's the only downside. But I mean, I don't have nothing against it. It is what it is. Cruiserweight looks like the best one. You got Huck, and you got Usyk is a good fighter. I can't say the best cruiserweights because you would have to put Andrew Tabiti in that conversation too. So it has most of them. Ego, the king of boxing, man. You know we working. We up early, at least in California time. It might be a little bit later for some of y'all, but like I said, I didn't get that much sleep, but it don't matter. We working. Do you think Wilder will KO his next fight? I got to see who he's fighting first. I don't have a favorite boxing trainer. I like a lot. I like Robert Garcia. I like Floyd Sr. I like Barry Hunter. I have a lot of trainers that I like. Errol Spence versus Tim Bradley. Shit, I'm trying to see Tim Bradley versus anybody. But I haven't seen him since last April. I mean, I seen him. I interviewed him, but I haven't seen him in the ring since last April. That's not good. You know what I mean? I don't know if Tim Bradley has the hunger anymore. It's 12 over there. Where are you at? What time is it? Yeah, I'm definitely ready for Mayweather McGregor All Access. Felix Verdejo versus Flanagan. It got canceled, to my knowledge. I don't know if it has a new date. Flanagan claims he got injured. I think Verdejo's team was saying that they feel like he wasn't happy with the deal, so he pulled out. Nick Diaz versus Conor McGregor. Oh, you're in Chile. Damn. What's the weather like out there? Y'all can't expect Bradley to fight Spence after a long layoff? Well, I mean, why not? I mean, he's a top level fighter. I don't know why he's been on a long layoff. That's kind of his team and his decision. You know what I mean? Nobody told. To my knowledge, there's nothing that's keeping him away from fighting, except for maybe not the urge to fight. So, you know what I mean? The show must go on. And he was calling out Broner, said Broner's a tune-up. Errol Spence is a new champion. Why not fight him? You know what I'm saying? But that's just me. Like I said, I can understand if he was injured or, you know what I mean, he was going through something crazy switch or something that happened in his life. But to my knowledge, that's not the case. It's just he hasn't fought because he hasn't Maybe he's cool financially. He hasn't wanted to fight. I don't know. Shout out to upstate New York, man. What's a good place to eat out there while I'm like kind of in Brooklyn area? I don't know. I could Uber somewhere. Lyft. Hey, what do you guys do? Do you guys use Uber or Lyft? Because when I'm out, I mostly use Uber, but I use Lyft sometimes. What's better? Why do you like Lyft more? I'm just curious. Oh, he said he's giving his body time to rest. I mean, he hasn't fought since. Shout out to Bakersfield. Damn, everybody on Lyft. Lyft is cheaper. Shit, I might start doing Lyft then. Fuck it. Don Kiki, where's that? Wilder, Anthony Joshua. That's what I want to see. That's the fight I want to see. Shout out to Riverside. What did Pac say? Riverside, motherfucker. Don Kiki's in Harlem. What kind of food is it? Sounds good. Yeah, I'll be out in Brooklyn. Straight out of Brooklyn, the same youngin' slanging them same onions. I'll be out in BK. Shout out from Greece. Wow. Shout out to Greece. I bet Greece is beautiful. I'm trying to go out to Greece. Oh, they got Dominican, Puerto Rican food? Yeah, count me in. Joshua is scared to fight? Y'all crazy. Wow. Cat's Deli. I don't know where that's at, but for sure. What up? Where's your gym at? Come to Staten Island. I don't know shit about riding no New York trains. I did, cause the last two fights I covered in New York, I didn't ride no trains or nothing. I just got around how I got around. Where am I at? I'm gonna stay in Brooklyn. Come to Detroit. It's cold in the D. I wonder why Detroit don't have many fights there. Y'all have like Tony Harrison and shit. I don't really remember hearing many fights being staged out there. Yeah, Kronk Gym. Y'all got the Kronk Gym. Best boxing vlogger on YouTube. Kronk. I'm trying to see Adonis Stevenson fight somebody. Like him and Sullivan Barrera would be good. Better Biev. Yeah, it is a fight town. That's why it's weird that maybe they do have a lot of fights, but I haven't heard of any major cards out there. Gary Russell Guerrero Gym? What does that even mean? Chicago has fights occasionally, at least PBC I've seen. That's where, I think Fonfara got knocked out in Chicago by Joe Smith Jr., if I'm not mistaken. So they get fights occasionally. I just don't remember the last card that's been in Detroit at all. I don't remember anything. How much did you make for the McGregor-Pauly video? Why does that concern you? Why do you care? You can't spend it. San Antonio? Yeah. That'd be good. That'd be a good look. Well, San Antonio got like Canelo when he came out. I think he fought Liam Smith there. West Coast is best for boxing? Yeah, we got Vegas, LA. See, I wish they had more fights out here. Like in San Francisco, San Jose has a pavilion. That's real nice. Ain't no morning, it's evening. Where you live? Where the fuck is it evening? Where you from? Stop watching another man's money. Yeah, that's clown shit. Like again, somebody told me, an OG told me that back in the day. I used to work his job with commission. He said that people used to be arguing, and I overheard him. He was telling someone else who was all in somebody else's commission. We used to call it the Shark's Tank. They're like, why? He's like, the OG was like, why are you worried about it? You can't spend another man's paycheck. You know what I'm saying? Like, well, how does that affect your life? You know what I mean? Like, if I'm starving and I can't afford a burger, and then somebody else is making money getting it, eating in the bins, what the fuck does that got to do with me? You know what I'm saying? Unless somebody's trying to rob you or some shit. But that's just what it is. That's just a lesson. A lot of you millennials need to get it, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, instead of, for me, my thing is always like, if somebody's eating, I'm trying to see how I could get on that level or higher. You know what I mean? Devise a plan instead of worrying about what someone else is doing. Who's Kame versus Charlo? I don't even know who Kame is. That sounds like a porno. The South is the best. DJ Green Lantern. Damn, y'all be knowing some music though. I give you that. Chocolatito Rung Versailles too. Ooh, that's a toss-up because Rung Versailles obviously is gonna be confident. I think Chocolatito has more skills. I had him win in the first fight personally. I think he's more skilled, but he wasn't. See, this is the problem. The Bay Area is the best. West Coast, West Side. But the thing is with Chocolatito, he moved up 3 pounds and his power looks more manageable for other fighters. So it's like, it's a toss-up because Rung Versailles clearly looked like the stronger guy. He knocked Chocolatito down. I mean, there's blood for different reasons, but still there's blood. But his single shot power looked like it had more effect on Chocolatito than Chocolatito's million punches on him. You know what I mean? So that's a toss-up because Rung Versailles is confident. He's a champion now, WBC belt, and that's a dangerous thing. I mean, props to Chocolatito for taking the fight. It's a risky fight. It's funny though, HBO was saying he was pound for pound #1 and all this, but then he loses. You know what I mean? HBO need to get it together because you could try to push an agenda like that, but you end up looking dumb in the end. Max Kellerman talking about Pacquiao, this was his words. Max Kellerman said he believes Pacquiao, healthy with shoulders working or whatever, could possibly knock out Floyd or would knock out Floyd in a rematch. And then you look at the fight and then Pacquiao can't even, at this point, get past Jeff Horn. How stupid do you sound? You know what I mean? Pacquiao can't beat Jeff Horn, but he was gonna knock out Floyd. Really? Is that what you believe? You still believe that? Someone needs to ask Max Kellerman that. Do you still believe that? When Pacquiao can't even beat fucking Horn? The other thing that I find ironic too, I know HBO and ESPN have a good working relationship, but at the end of the day, this is business. You see Bob Arum, he took his best fighters off the fucking HBO network and did his own deal. And fair play to Top Rank. They gotta eat. They, you know what I'm saying? ESPN was giving them the money or whatever. The deal worked. But HBO was doing all this ass licking and putting fighters in spots to push an agenda. You know what I mean? Oh, Lomachenko's #1. Lomachenko ain't even on your fucking network now. He fighting his next fight. Check out the Boxingego first look till the tape. He fighting his next fight on ESPN. So how dumb you look. You did all that to celebrate him. And when the going got tough, Top Rank took their best fighters off your network. Pacquiao, like, okay. And it did good ratings on ESPN. Same thing with Terrence Crawford. He has the potential to be undisputed, and he's gonna do it on ESPN, not HBO. Crazy. So that, man, I'm so glad how I came up. I'm so glad because, like, a lot of people get mad, and because I speak my mind and I do it freely, they think that I have an agenda. You know what I mean? But bottom line, I notice with me, I keep it real. I speak from the heart. When you don't care and you speak out and put your opinion out there, you're not gonna please everybody. Someone out there is gonna be like, oh no, you're biased. But I mean, we see. I don't have Terrence Crawford's number. I don't, you know what I'm saying, talk to him. I'm sure he probably knows who I am. I've covered a couple of his fights and whatever, but I don't have no reason, you know what I mean? I don't have no reason to lie to y'all and tell you Terrence Crawford is that dude when, you know what I mean, I'm not getting paid off of Terrence Crawford directly. I'm not in his camp. All that shit. So, like, HBO, we clearly know why you're putting Lomachenko as #1. We clearly know why you did the same thing with Chocolatito. But what's done in the dark always comes to light. All that bullshit, when you don't rank people the right way, you know what I mean? For whatever reason, HBO don't want to give Andre Ward credit. And then look, oh no, even if Ward beats Kovalev, it's Chocolatito. And then Chocolatito loses, Ward beats Kovalev, then comes back and stops him and beats him again. You look retarded. And then on top of that, part of the people you were putting real high on your list ain't even on your network in their next fight. They fighting on ESPN. Because ESPN came with that money and had a good deal that Bob Arum liked. See, that's what I'm saying. This business is cutthroat. There ain't no fucking loyalties. Nobody owes you anything. They're going to put Bob Arum. I think Bob Arum, to me, this is just my opinion, I think Bob Arum got pissed off when they didn't pick up the Pacquiao fight. He's like, you motherfucker. Okay. Like, they didn't want to pick up the Pacquiao fight for Ward Kovalev after all that money we made together. We made millions together, and I had Pacquiao on your network for 7 years or whatever it had been. Okay. So he started looking at other options. Then the ESPN deal, ESPN's trying to get back in the boxing game. Boom. Now Vasyl Lomachenko, Pacquiao Horn, and Terrence Crawford are all going to be on ESPN. Andre Ward's clearly #1. I don't care what the fuck HBO's talking about. Because like I said, man, this shit is crazy. You can already tell when there's an agenda, because notice HBO does very little to promote PBC fighters. You know what I mean? No matter good performance, bad. They might have said something about Errol Spence a time or two, but they'll talk about like Glenn Tapia or something. Oh, Glenn Tapia's on the Gotti list. They'll talk about him all day because he's on the network before they talk about somebody else who's on the, you know what I mean, Keith Thurman doing good and being Keith Thurman is the only welterweight with 2 belts. The only person, you know what I mean? I never hear HBO talk about that. You know what I mean? Why doesn't HBO talk about Pacquiao versus Thurman or Errol Spence when Pacquiao was on their network? You know what I mean? And some of y'all got the nerve to say I'm biased, but HBO is really pushing HBO product. See, I'm on YouTube. Like this is like a YouTube channel. You have a lot more creative control and freedom. I go to HBO fights. I go to Showtime fights. I told y'all I got approved and everything. I got the email. I was supposed to go to that Joe Smith Jr. at Sullivan Brer, but I felt sick as fuck, and I don't get sick often. But the way I was feeling, I was like, nah. And I knew the Broner Garcia trip was coming up, so I was like, nah, let me just fuck around. Not because LA, that shit, that's nothing. You know what I mean? I live in California. I live in the Bay Area. So, that's nothing. An LA trip. And it wasn't that big of a fight. I'd rather be healthy for the Broner and feeling good for the Broner. Did you go to the Floyd fight when HBO was in San Francisco? Nah, I know he fought in San Francisco, but I didn't go. I watched boxing back then, but I wasn't covering it. I don't even know if YouTube was around, because I think it was like 2000. When he fought in San Francisco, it was a while ago. It was like 2004. I was stupid young too, you know what I'm saying? So I wasn't even covering boxing or nothing. I just watched it. This YouTube shit is real. Like, I didn't even know what it could become or anything like that. I wasn't looking at YouTube like, yeah, this could be a career. This can be my full-time sustainable income. Anyway, I'm about to get this Starbucks. Let me know what you guys think. Ego, you pound for pound #1 boxing reporter. I appreciate that. Stay tuned. Keep it locked on the channel. Broner Garcia, we got a lot going on. I believe I'm gonna be at the hotel with the fighters too. So I'm gonna see who I can run into. Ego, do you know if Triple G and Canelo will be doing drug testing? Yeah, they're doing drug testing. I thought I made a video about it. Maybe I'll make one. If I didn't, I gotta check. Yeah, I feel better now. This was last week for the Sullivan Barrera Joe Smith Jr. fight. I felt horrible. I felt like death. But I'm back. About to get this coffee. Get it cracking. Let me know what you guys think. Holla at the kid. Check out those first looks I dropped. I got a lot of stuff. I'll probably drop some more videos today. Maybe live stream later again. Peace out.